we'll have some more. Welcome to the coaching chat. We are jumping into our 90-day Crown Jewel Challenge, which will lead us right up into Juice Plus Live in Charlotte, the Queen City. So hopefully you catch that connection, Crown Jewel Challenge, and we're going to the Queen City. We want to take the next 90 days and be incredibly intentional with our business. And I know a lot of you, as myself, we've had a lot going on in our life. And sometimes we have to step back a bit, but I think a 90-day challenge like this will help each one of us really hone in and focus on our business. And when we do that, we're going to see exponential growth in our business. So today, I'm going to talk just for a few minutes in the beginning, and then we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to get busy. But let me just share a few thoughts about this challenge. And let's see, here we go. So I was kind of thinking about, as we jump into this challenge, what do we need to make it as successful as possible and maximize these next 90 days? And the first thing, and hopefully you guys got a pen and paper in front of you. The first thing I want to ask you is, on a scale of 1 to 10, jumping into this 90-day challenge, what's your commitment level? And that's more to ask yourself, but I want you literally on that paper to write a number, 1 to 10. One meeting, you know what? I signed up for this thing. Life right now got me by the tail, and it's tough, but I'm going to do it. Maybe that's a 1. And 10 meaning I am ready to go hard charging. I'm ready to take this challenge to a whole new level and take my business to a whole new level. And so go ahead and give yourself, I sent out a text message saying, it's okay if you're like, I want to do this, but I don't know if I can do all 90 days perfectly. That is okay. The fact that you've committed to it and you're on this call, kudos to each one of you. For whatever commitment level you can do, feel good about that number that you write down and meet that number that you put down. It's your goal, and this is your challenge. The second thing I want to talk about is and I love that we're taking this time today to actually plan out the next 90 days. So hopefully you've come today with this form printed 3 times. So this is 30 lines for 30 names printed 3 times. We've got 90 slots for 90 names for the next 90 days. So if you don't have this form, 3 pieces of paper will work just fine. The next thing, and this is what we're going to do during this worksheet time, is really start filling in those names. Because if you can see, they've got little check marks, boxes to check off. So what our goal is to get as many names on these papers as possible today, so that when we get that text message, and if you're not getting a text message every day, let your upline NMD know, and we will add you to those daily messages that will inspire you, give you verbiage and ideas of who to reach out to and what to say. But if I have all these names already on here, then I don't have to go looking for who am I going to send this message to. I'll just look and say, ooh, I know that person. This is what they're needing. I'm going to send that message to this person. So what we're doing is we're basically front loading the next 90 days so that you could only have maybe 30 minutes, 15 minutes a day to work this business and still be able to really make this challenge work for you. The next thing we're going to do during our planning time is we're going to code those names. And I'm going to give you some codes so that, let's do an example. I probably have got 10 people that I'm going to put their names on this list in a little bit. that I know they have been interested in Juice Plus Complete, but they couldn't do the soy. And now we have the answer. So I have 2 boxes, chocolate and vanilla, soy-free complete over there, that I'm going to start sending out some samples to at least 10 people, if not more. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, once we get these names on here, or as you add names, you can add the code. I'm going to show you some codes so that when I'm looking through and a soy-free message comes through, I'm like, ooh, here are the people I'm going to send that to, or a children's health study message, or whatever the message is. We already have the name on there and we know what that person, how we're going to connect with that person. So when that verbiage comes through, we can connect with them. So today we're going to do some massive planning. The next thing, when I think about what will make this 90-day plan successful, is we got to be willing to focus, and we've got to commit, plan, and focus on when am I going to make that, at least that one connection a day. So hopefully you've got your calendar handy, and literally every Sunday, Monday, make a game plan. Here's my pockets of time this week that I'm going to work my business, and I'm going to focus solely on this business every single day. And I know when I'm going to do it. And then the last part is the execution. How am I going to execute this? And so what Brenda, Linda, myself, Stacy, Letty, your NMDs, what we're going to do is we're going to do some flash contests. So be paying attention to Voxer and Facebook. We may do a big team Zoom sometime throughout this 90-day, acknowledge where people are. Maybe we'll do a leaderboard to show who's doing what. And then we want to recognize you guys. So make sure you're keeping track of who am I connecting with and who am I converting into a customer and into a partner. And then if that partner gets promoted, keep track and use this form to track all that activity and the results of those daily connections every single day. And so think about, am I committed? And if so, what level? We're going to make a plan today, but I'm going to challenge you guys every Sunday or Monday morning, review and revise that plan so that when you're hitting the ground running, you don't have to waste time planning or thinking, because it's all planned out. All you need, you got 10 minutes on your way to work, 10 minutes home, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. You already know who you need to connect with, and the verbiage is already written out for you. So it's copy and paste, put a little personal note spin to it, but it's done. And the plan, you've already got a plan. And then, again, Sunday or Monday, time block your calendar, and then stay connected to our team Facebooks and to our team Voxer chats so that you can take advantage of any pop-up contests, recognition, and just that whole camaraderie as a team doing this together will get us all inspired, as well as we'd love to hear from you guys on Voxer, on Facebook. Let us know how it's going so that together, when I hear if I hear someone else doing something and talking to this customer or that customer or having an idea, it just helps me execute my plan all the more. And it gives us encouragement and excitement as we go through this together. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, and then we're going to jump in and start planning, is take a picture of this, and we may add to it. But right now, as we write these names down, and think about this coding this is a prospect that I want to turn into a customer, no matter what it looks like, that I'm going to reach out to this person. So these are just kind of some random prospects. How about all those canceled customers? I hate to say it, but I have notebooks of canceled customers that I can go back and begin connecting with. And I'm going to make a note right now. And we've got some text messages, but I'm going to make a note. What if we did a letter that we sent out to all our cancer customers at one time? That could be huge and could really result in something. So no, you're going to get some more tools throughout this 90-day plan, but I'm right now thinking of all the canceled customers down through the 23 years. How many of those, I bet if I connected with them, I could turn them back into a current customer. How about those customers who you can share additional products with them? I know I've been doing that a lot lately with I call them the grids, where it has the fruit, the vegetable, the berry, and the omega ingredients and what they do in your body. I can't tell you how many customers I've got recently by additional products. So we'll also do, I'm making myself a note, we'll also make those available. And that's a great tool when it comes to adding additional products. How about Tower Garden? And I'll confess, I don't publicize the Tower Garden like I should with my customers, but that's another avenue that you're going to get verbiage, and let's take advantage of that. Soy-free complete. Perform. How many people don't even know about Perform yet, or are soy-free complete? Or possibly what names are going to go on your list that you need to have, call them up and say, hey, you want to meet me for coffee? I'd love to share what I do with you, because I think you'd love doing it I would love to do it with you. And I think you'd love doing what I'm doing. Would you be open? Healthy Starts. This program is the #1 way we market our business, is attracting those families with kids. Who can you think of that needs to go on your list that have kids that could open the door? And then lastly, the health challenges. If you don't have boards downloaded on your phone, then that's another thing we need to go back. You need to let your upline NMD know, because we need to have everyone having boards on their phone so that they can quickly, if you've got a health challenge, you quickly can go to boards, look at all the different health challenges, and here's different verbiage, videos, and posts that you can send to that person. And so take a snapshot of this. And we're gonna start, before we start planning, let me hear, we are now on today is day 3. And anybody have anything exciting to share already? In 3, we haven't even finished today. So hopefully you have at least 2 names, if not 3 on there. Anybody got any exciting stories to share already of what's happened with this challenge? Okay, and then who just said, who was the other person that said something? Karen.
Yeah.
And go ahead and share, and Karen, go ahead and share.
So I have 3 on my list, and they're all going to sign up. I've sent them research videos and things like that. It was actually easier than I thought, because I get, a lot of my business from clients and events, but these were 3 people that I've reached out to that I know are not that healthy and they need some help with their, challenges. And so I think I'm going to be here pretty soon converting 3 people to sign up.
Woo, that's awesome. Well, keep everybody, that's why I love this forum, is keep track so that we can celebrate every single time we come back together on Monday. I want to hear what's going on. And you know what I think I'm going to do is put I'm going to put her on Facebook, but those of you who aren't on Facebook, I want to hear on Voxer, every time you get a new customer, go ahead and let us know so that we can track it all and celebrate every step of the way of this challenge. So you're off to a great start, Ann. I love that. Karen, how about you?
Yeah, I haven't heard from two of the people, but that's not surprising. It was over the weekend. But one gal answered or posed a question to someone else on my neighborhood Facebook page. So I private messaged her. She's a nurse practitioner, as it turns out, and private messaged her, and I set up a meeting with her. So let's
Woo!
see where that goes.
That's awesome, man. So that one could potentially turn into maybe a partner.
Partner. That's what I'm hoping.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Okay, anybody else want to share so far how it's going? Anything else we can celebrate? I've got two that I think both of them are turning into customers today. I've reached out to one and placing her order, and I've got another one I think she's ready to go to. So this is good. This is what it's doing, is helping us focus and get it done. And so whenever we're this intentional, then things begin to happen. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, Mara, you going to share?
Yeah, so I have potentially 3 new customers, all from the same family. Hopefully 2 more that I'm gonna try to reach out to today, and hopefully they will, maybe by the end of the week, become 2 more new customers as well.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So I'll figure out a way for everyone to let us know. I'll figure a way to track all this. I think we need some kind of leaderboard, because I think that'll get us excited and it'll motivate us. So know that's coming, but wow. So Mara, you're off to an amazing start too. All right. Anybody else before we roll up our sleeves? Anybody else want to share what's happening? Okay. Renee is saying I have 3 potential customers. Wow. Sounds like we got some really good results happening already. And I think it's a lot of times we don't really pay attention to what we are doing, but when we track it, when it gets us motivated, that makes me motivated just hearing Ann, Mara, Karen, Renee, who else? Anyone else share? That gets me excited knowing that we're seeing results already, and that's over the weekend. So kudos to each one of you. Okay, so get your papers out. Brenda, yes. No.
Okay.
Wait a minute, get up closer to the,
Hear me now?
yes.
I've just had so much activity this weekend with immediately going through these, when we did all these messages, just tailoring them to, here's the tool, here's the verbiage. It's so easy. It's so fast. And it's really excited me. I've been talking to people I haven't talked to in a long time. So I'm fired up too.
Yay. Well, that's exciting. All right. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to stop the recording, and we're going to get down